Hey everybody, welcome to beautiful Rancho Cucamonga, California, and you're cooking with CJ. Today we're going to work on a breakfast casserole. So favorite for my co-workers, so I'm doing this for them. They've always loved it when I bring it in for them. So we're going to see we have 2 batches worth. I'm making more than I need to make, or more than you need to make. I need to make a lot because I have a lot of co-workers. But you need to do, the ingredients I put in the comments down below will just be for 1 pan's worth, okay? So don't take all this verbatim, but this is how I'm gonna do it for my whole team. All right, we're gonna start with the ingredients. Look down here. We have tortillas, Colby and Jack cheeses, and again, I cheated. I didn't want to cut and cry on camera, and they just happened to have some handy dandy bell peppers there for me. And now I got my breakfast sausage. I got some bacon. I got a boatload of eggs already whipped up with my whisk here. I put a little Lowry's in it, put a little crushed red pepper, and a little cracked black. All right. Over on the side over here, out of the camera view, sorry, I have just regular frozen breakfast potatoes, hash browns. Those go in the casserole too. All right. So first thing we're gonna do. Pretty much all this stuff has been prepped, okay? I do not want to spend a lot of time on this. It's an easy dish. I want to say it's a manly dish, but not many casseroles are manly. So we're just gonna go with it and roll with it, follow along. I got some bacon here. This is pretty much the only thing I need to chop up. Again, my handy dandy wet paper towel underneath my cutting board, so we don't want the thing sliding around, all right? Going down. Got my bacon. It's cold. It's best to be cold because it won't cut well if you don't make it cold or have it cold. Right. So we're just gonna cut. Remember, knuckles back, fingers out of the way. We do not want anybody going to the emergency room because their fingers are cut. Basically, I'm just cutting pretty large little chunks off of this. I'm using the whole thing. Again, I'm doing this for 2 pans worth, so you really don't need all of this bacon, but it doesn't hurt to add extra bacon in there, so don't feel like you have to leave it out. You can put extra if you want, but I'm gonna cut all this up real quick, and then it'll be ready to start cooking. The first thing I do when I start cooking this stuff up, I will start with my breakfast, or actually, I'm gonna start with my, I preheated my oven, 350. Just have it ready to go. The first thing I'm gonna cook over here is my bell peppers and my onions. All right. Okay, we're back on me. We're done cutting up the bacon. Everything is prepped. Should be prepped. You know, there's always one thing that jumps in the way. I always forget. Before I start cooking, though, I want to discuss something very important with you. I need you to do me a favor. I need the support. I need the love. Go down there and click that like button, subscribe to my channel, find me on Instagram. I'm setting up a Facebook tomorrow. We're going to just blow this thing out, go viral with it. We want to get the food out to the masses so it's easy to cook. It's a good time. We're going to have fun with it. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start cooking our vegetables, our onions, and our bell peppers. We have 3 different kinds in there. I like the red, orange, yellow. They're really sweet. They threw some green ones in there for me, so I guess it's 4, not 3. So we're gonna start those cooking up over there, and we'll come right back. Okay, our breakfast potatoes are all cooked. They look good. They don't have to be completely done because they're getting cooked in the casserole. I'm gonna go ahead and move these to another bowl because I actually need this pan. So I'm gonna take them out, wash the pan up, and start cooking something else. Be right back. Okay, we're back. We have a little bit of olive oil in here. We're gonna saute the bell peppers and the onions. Get them nice and translucent. There goes that word again. We're gonna set them up, just cook them down so they're nice and clear. All the flavors are good and mixed together. I'm also going to add a little red pepper to this and a little cracked black. I'm going to pretty much do that every step of the way, just so I keep the flavors consistent and keep them building in the dish. All right, so we got a hot pan over here. I'm gonna add our bacon to it, our cut up bacon. Again, this is going into a casserole. So it does not need to be beautifully cut and so on. We just need to get it cooked, get a little crunchy, get the fat rendered down a little bit, and get it in the dish. Once these get translucent, the peppers and onions, we're going to add the sausage to it and cook the sausage through with the onions and peppers together. And again, this is a casserole, so we're gonna add each bit a little bit, almost lasagna style. And I'll show you. The casserole includes corn tortillas and enchilada sauce and the eggs that I whipped up already, both these breakfast meats, the sausage, peppers, and a bunch of cheese, a lot of cheese. So I'm gonna kick this through, get this going, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So our bacon's rendering down nice. It's getting cooked through. Our onions and peppers are all cooked through too. So we're gonna add our sausage to that. Now I know this looks a little rough, but it'll taste good, trust me. Yo, just kidding, it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna mash this down. I like cooking the sausage with the peppers. I think it adds a lot more flavor to it. They go real well together. And I think I timed this right. So the bacon will all be cooked at the same time as the sausage and the peppers here. Again, you want to cook all this all the way through. Even though it's getting another 30 minutes in the oven, it's best to get it all the way cooked through. So I'm gonna finish this up, get this bacon finished, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We've cooked up the bacon, we cooked up the sausage and peppers. We have our eggs ready to go. We have our potatoes ready to go. Our green sauce, our tortillas, and our Colby and Jack. All right, so everything is spiced up, everything is seasoned up. We're ready to go. The first thing I do in my pan, and again, I have 2 travel pans because I'm taking it to work. We put a little bit of the green enchilada sauce, and it's mild. You know, I have a sensitive palate, so it's mild. I put a little bit in there, just swirl around the pan. Not a lot, just a little bit. This prevents you from having to butter it or spray it down or make it greased up. This little bit of this sauce keeps it moist, keeps it from sticking, so you're good to go. And then the first layer I put down are the tortillas. All right, so I had to kind of rip them up a little bit. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is put a little Jack cheese, Monterey Jack and Colby in there. I just like the flavors they provide together. Again, you're kind of building this like a pasta. I'm sorry, not like a pasta, like a lasagna. All right, so there's just a little bit in there. Now we're gonna go for our potatoes. Again, I'm doing this travel style. It does not have to look pretty either. You'll only be doing this in one dish when you do it, unless you plan on doing it for your coworkers too, which is A-okay with me. Make sure they like and subscribe my videos, all right? Share it. Let's get this thing viral. The only way Food Network's gonna call is if they see me out there, right? Good job. All right, so we got our potatoes in here. Finish it up over here. Someone's gonna have a lot of potatoes, someone's not. They'll get over it. All right, put this aside. And then we're gonna add our sausage and peppers next. All right. Again, just half and half. It does not have to be pretty. It's a casserole. There's a little bit of grease in there. It's good for you. So let it go in there. All right, so I got this all put down in here. I'm gonna spread it around. You know, you want flavors in every bite, right? Spread it around, make it look nice. Same thing over here. All right. All right, we're gonna do one more layer of tortillas. I like the flavor, adds a certain something in there. Again, we're just throwing it in there. Does not have to be pretty. When this thing gets done cooking, we'll have so much cheese on the top, it'll look pretty no matter what's going on in the bottom. All right, next thing we're gonna do is add more cheese. I told you there's a lot of cheese in this thing. And both of these, I'm probably gonna use the better part of this bag. And again, you could shred it yourself, but who has time to shred cheese? I think my time is worth the extra $2 or $3 that it costs to get shredded cheese. Next thing we're gonna add is the bacon. Now I like the bacon on top. All right, I like to see, ooh, there's a lot of grease in there. Grease is good for you. Bacon grease cures all ills. You'll feel better in the morning, trust me. It's great for a hangover, especially with some good eggs. So if there's a little bit of grease in there, I won't tell anybody if you don't. All right, almost done. Let's get a little bit more. I like the way the bacon honestly looks kind of sticking up through the dish. It gets a little more crunchy in the oven. Kind of goes in there with the cheese and the eggs that we put in there. It'll look real nice. All right, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that in there. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more of this green sauce. It's just green enchilada sauce, store-bought. If you know someone has a good recipe for this, by all means, grab it, take it, make it your own. But unfortunately, I'm German, so I don't have a lot of enchilada making in my past. Right, the last thing we're gonna do is take our whipped up eggs. I put a little cracked black, a little red pepper, and a little Lowry's. I love me some Lowry's, so we just poured it in here. We're gonna use obviously half this bowl for one, and half the bowl for the other. You're kind of eyeballing it, no big deal. Trying to make it as even as possible. Don't worry about it if it doesn't automatically go down in all the little cracks and crevices yet. I'm going to show you a trick to make it go down all the way. Alright, all you're going to do is just tap it and shake it down. All your egg is getting mixed around in there, getting dry. Alright, last little bit, more cheese. Alright, let's do it. Just cover the top. Cover it like you would mozzarella on a lasagna. It cooks through real nice. Adds a nice kind of golden brown to the top. And you get little burnt edges on the side, which honestly are my favorite. I don't know about you guys, but I love the way it works. This is gonna just be magical. You guys can trust me when I say this dish is excellent. It is great for tailgates. I love it for just a regular Saturday morning, or like I'm doing tomorrow, little group, for my work. I think they enjoy my cooking. They've asked me to make this and they asked me to put it on my channel, so here you go. We're gonna put both of these in the oven. We have it on 350, it's already been preheating. 350, 30 minutes. We'll pull it out. It's golden brown. We'll try a little slice, I'll tell you all about it. Be right back. Oh, look at that. Oh, so good. You should smell what's happening in here. I wish there was smell-o-vision, but we don't have it. Nice little golden brown on the edges. So we get some good stuff. We're gonna let these cool down a little bit, and then we'll try them. I'll tell you all about it, and then that's it. All right, we're back. We let this cool down a little bit. Normally, I like to leave it a little bit longer, let it set, but I've been cooking, working hard on this. I do not want to wait any longer. This looks so good. It smells so good. I'm gonna take a bite. I know I'm gonna burn my mouth, but again, I do it for you because I love you. Here it is. Damn, it's good. If you don't like this, like again, I don't want to know your name. Make this. You'll enjoy it. You'll love it. Good stuff. Try it. Make it your own. It's a casserole. You can change anything you want in there. You don't like bacon, don't put bacon in it. You don't want potatoes, don't put potatoes in it. Just go with yourself. All right, I hope you try this. Put it in the comments below. Let me know how it works out for you. Instagram, DM me if you need anything. I'd love to hear from you. All right, one last thing. We got our dessert. Now, I know this is a breakfast dish, and this is not a breakfast drink. I don't really care for Bloody Marys. I love me a good mimosa now and then. Don't mind a little bit of orange juice, a little screwdriver. But in my house, I drink whiskey and I enjoy a cigar. And I'll do it even in the morning after breakfast. So I got me a good Japanese single malt. Got me a nice Romeo from Cuba. And I'm about to enjoy this. I had a great meal, had a great time filming this for you guys. I hope you really enjoy this time together. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Look for me out there on Instagram, on Facebook, any kind of social media I can get a hold of, and help me make this thing go big. All right, it's good talking to you. Thanks for coming by and cooking with CJ.